Unimaginable Forgiveness by Naya Carter. A lot of people say that forgiving someone is easy and something that one must do. Constantly forgiving someone after they are intentionally doing things to hurt you leads to being taken advantage of. I believe in forgiving the unthinkable. For myself, forgiving someone takes a long time and it's hard for me to do. I do tend to forgive people too easily and allow someone to continuously hurt me. Falling in love with someone could be a good or bad thing. For me, it was both. It all started with an almost 2 year long relationship with someone I thought would never purposely hurt me. My relationship was going well and I was preparing for our actual 2 year anniversary. Today's date was October 12th, 2014. Our 2 year anniversary was on November 12th, 2014. October 12th was the day that I would call the beginning of my end. That day was the start of a long 8 months of depression and loneliness. There's always that one female that just can't seem to understand the concept of a 1 + 1 = 2 relationship. Thanks to that one particular female, she made me lose what I thought was the most important person to me besides my immediate family. I always told him to never fall for females like that, especially since he was in a committed relationship. Unfortunately, he didn't listen and he decided to go with his own decisions, not thinking of the outcome or how I'd feel. Every day, our conversations got shorter, he got meaner, and his actions were showing that he no longer cared about me. Everything I asked him not to do, he was now doing, and he didn't give a care in the world. Every night, I sat and thought about what I could have possibly done wrong to make things end up like this. His actions got to me on more of an emotional and mental level, whereas it did on a physical level. I constantly got picked on by the female. She would message me pictures of her and him and all of the above. He didn't understand that he was mentally ruining me and my outlook on love. I can admit that in the past I did do things to him, but I have never done anything to compare to the things that he did to me. There's a saying that says you see a person's true colors after the relationship is over. I must say that statement is somewhat true. I had never seen this side of him, and the fact that he was treating me a way he promised he never would was heartbreaking. I cried every night to my mom or some of my friends. I started to drink heavily, and I just turned into a rebellious teenager. The pain of heartbreak is something I wouldn't even want my worst enemy to go through. This impact has taught me so much about love, relationships, and trust. I learned that everything is not all sweet in a relationship, and you can't just put all of your trust into someone. This has made me into a better person and a lot more careful with the guys I choose. Even though he put me through the unthinkable, I finally forgave him and decided to let it all go. Now that we are on good terms, I watch my back and I make sure to keep my eyes open. Getting your heart broken is a painful thing to encounter, but it teaches you a lot. Anyone who reads this essay should understand where I'm coming from. Forgiving someone for something they have done to you relieves a lot of stress. Set boundaries and let people know what your breaking point is and what they can and cannot do to you on a personal level. I believe that I have grown into a bigger and better person ever since my experience. Every time I think of this situation, it reminds me of why I believe in forgiving the unthinkable.